I used to live in Townsville.
Oh, really?
It's kind of weird. I feel like I grew up there,
Okay.
but I only lived there for about 8 years.
Right.
We were just discussing, obviously, accounts, and we just showed him the level of detail that we go into with our numbers. And we've almost grown at 100% in the last 12 months. And we're sitting at a really, really, really healthy EBIT. But yeah, less than 2% of his clients actually go into their numbers like this. Hello.
Hi, it says that we have a meeting.
Connect. We do. Come in, sit down.
So what's this drink?
I brew my own kombucha.
Oh, I see.
Do you know what kombucha is?
Is it like fermented? I don't know, something
It's fermented tea. So basically I have 2 continuous brews going at home. I have a 10 litre and I have a 6 litre. I basically brew black tea with sugar, and then you put it in there with a culture, and that basically ferments, eats all the sugar, and then it's left with a very bitter, sour drink that is really good for you.
So what are the health benefits?
So it basically helps with the gut, and the gut and the brain are intrinsically linked.
Right.
So your gut health reflects your brain health. So if you're eating shitty foods and your gut is in poor health, you'll have problems with foggy thinking, decision making, all that kind of stuff. It's only funny because it's true. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Kerwin went to the kitchen and the salt was like right there, and he goes, "Where's the salt?"
Does anyone, do we have salt? Wow.
That was really good.
That's going to make that setup totally different next time I explain that. Has anyone ever gone to the cupboard looking for something and not been able to find it? This happens to me all the time. So you go to the cupboard, you open the cupboard, and you're looking for the salt. And you can't see the salt, so you yell out to your significant other, "Where's the salt?" And they say, "It's in the cupboard." And you go, "No, it ain't. I'm looking in the cupboard and it's not there." So then they come and they go, "So what's this, bozo?" And you're like, I swear to God that was not there. That happens with such frequency and intensity. They've actually got a term for it. It's not a boy look. It's actually called a scotoma. And a scotoma is a psychologically induced blind spot. That's hilarious. Because we go to a ridiculous level of detail in our accounting and reporting, like bookkeeping every month. Like I have ridiculous, let me show you what my reporting looks like.
You used to be bad?
Man, so bad. To the point where at one stage, I didn't look after or manage my accounts or my tax, and it got so bad that I was $1 million in debt with the tax department, and they were threatening to wind me up. Like, this is legit. Basically, I'd been issued a notice saying you have, I think it was 7 or 14 days to pay us $948,000 or we're shutting your company down. And like, this is going back like quite a few years ago now, but I know what that's like. And then I kind of bounced to the other degree. And now, when it comes to reporting, like we just have ridiculous levels of reporting in place just so that we know what our numbers are. If we don't know our numbers, we don't know the health of the business. So, I have these graphs in place that basically give me indications in terms of where we're at. So anyway, I was showing the accountant and I showed him and he was just like, "Holy shit." He goes, "I'm not surprised that you're growing so fast." And I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, there's not many businesses do this." And they're a top accounting firm. They look after, rich 200 companies. And I said, "What percentage of the companies that you guys look after would have this level of reporting?" He said, "I'd be lucky if there was 2%. And I was just like, wow, which gave me the idea that we should do some content around financial reporting. Because I've copped a lot of stick by that post that I put out there saying, people who focus on money screws people up. But what a lot of people don't realize is, I may not focus on money as a motivational tool, but I certainly take care of money as if it's like one of my own children. Because the way you care for money is a form of appreciation, and when you appreciate something, it grows. And if you don't appreciate it, it doesn't grow. In fact, it shrinks. What you don't measure, you can't manage. And for me, I see it as also an early warning system. Like if something's going wrong, your accounts will tell you months in advance. But what the accountant tells me, and again, this is what we know from our own clients, most people will do their accounts once a year when it's tax time. We do our accounts twice a month. I'm constantly looking for things that indicate to me a pattern that could become a problem. And we went from having, because we're an events company, right? So we went from having our event cost representing 48% of our actual cost base. And within 2 years of me implementing this and just constantly drilling the team to negotiate hard and get the numbers down, we've gone from events being representing 48% of our costs to 18% of our costs in 2 years. But again, I can hear the excuses coming already. "Oh, how am I supposed to do my accounts and Snapchat? Oh fuck, I haven't Snapchatted."
So my question, Are you seeing in the marketplace, and particularly in outsourcing, a model that's where a niche business trains the virtual assistants and then adds value through the training and then, of course, charges a premium price in
That's a
outsourcing
great
for
question.
that model?
Hey, Tiffany, great question. You know what? I think you've actually hit something that's really important based on innovation and how demand drives innovation. When you look at the VA market right now, it's definitely becoming a lot more saturated. It's definitely becoming a lot more of a common thing than it was when like the four-day work week was published years ago. So it only makes sense with the evolution of that market for it to essentially fracture into verticals and silos. And I actually think that's really smart. So if your question, if it's a viable business, in theory, I would say yes. The practice would be in the execution and the testing, but it would certainly be something that I would suggest you to test out. Love the innovation, whether it's yours or not. I think it's absolutely a fantastic idea. If there's anything else you need, let me know. If you want me to send you some free stuff. Have we met before? Do I know you? And we'll start the sales conversation. Thank you so much. Yes, I must be the only person that loves going to the dentist. Everyone loved my dentist. Yeah, let me show you.
What did your dentist say?
He's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm Snapchatting. So you do everything from entry to alarm system. We had an iPhone go missing a couple of weeks ago. Not sure if it was a cleaner or what's going on. Just to give you a bit of a real quick handle, we're just looking for a short-term contract, maybe 4 to 8 weeks, maybe 3 months. We'll see how it goes. We're conducting something called the social experiment. I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see it. We've now got a little bit of a following with people following along to see the transition and the transformation we're going through with using social media. And it just seems a prime opportunity now for us to maybe look at getting some mainstream media.
Something like this, especially if it's a kind of, we've got that situation where you haven't done it very well at it previously, and then if you've got a case study to show, you know, social media actually does work. Yeah. 100%, this has got huge potential.
I just want someone that can, you know, that can work their ass off for 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 3 months, and really deliver the goods. And, you know, we can kind of see what happens from there. So do you want to have a little bit of a look at what I'm talking about first, and then we can touch base again?
So we've got 2 options for Melbourne. We've got the original one, but they will now be at $3,000.
What?
Yeah.
How does that happen? I don't think it can hurt if you go in and just have a chat and just see if you can use an authority frame or, I don't know.
Confused.
Yeah, it was in the RFP. I'm a little bit confused. We've already gone through. There's no other venues available. We're kind of in a bit of a tight spot right now. You know, we do 42 events every single year. Quarter of those are in Melbourne. You know, are you sure you don't want to work with us? And if you can't, then we have to find another venue in CBD, and we'll have to increase budget. Not ideal, but...
His dad was sick, that's why he was out of the country.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so...
He's not bullshitting, is he?
No, I could tell from the quiver in his voice.
Amy, stop pissing people off. Honestly. Who would I give this to if I wanted it to get done? Jane!
Oh my god, you scared me.
That's what I mean.
I couldn't believe how much stuff you guys have.
Wow, what's
In terms of
this?
gym. Towel.
Huh.
There's
Nice.
heaps here.
Awesome, we rock. I just asked a question to Matthias. I was like, if we needed to get something done, who would we ask? I was like, Jane. So we want to get these made up as stickers, but like a rectangle sticker.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So can you find out how to make that happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. New angle? On the top? Oh, shit. Okay, maybe not. Because knowing where your money goes allows you to measure. And there's an old saying that you can't manage what you don't measure. Oh, I've got a great idea. I'll do it sitting down behind the table, and I'll have these beside me. Your ability to grow is directly influenced by the things that you learn and the things that you put in your head. Go and read something today.
Yes.
That was good. Yeah, the biggest thing I hear when I take someone through a fast is they go, oh my God, I've got headaches and I feel sick. This is bad. I'm like, no, this is actually good. That's telling your body that you're actually getting rid of shit that shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
What's
right.
bad is your association with this feeling. This is actually a good feeling. You just think it's bad. And I have people that will stop fasting because their toxicity level is so high that when they actually remove food and the body goes, okay, now we can actually repair.
Yeah.
Their body just freaks out. All right, I'm going down now. Knock, knock. Hello? Go around the front. Kerwin. Yes. I'm unstoppable, mate. How are you?
So I'm trying to get a 5x400 service in here. Oh. 400 megabit.
Okay, now you're talking. The only challenge that I have is we've got just over 12 months left on the lease, and we're quickly outgrowing the premises. Yeah. So we'd only be looking for 12 months, but I'm interested.
Yeah, you're streaming a fair bit of stuff.
We're doing a lot of video.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So bandwidth's important.
Massive. It's like we actually can't upload from the office without crashing everyone out. Mate, I'm upstairs. If you need anything at all,
yeah, great.
Just let me know.
Will.
But I'm super keen.
You'll hear from me early next week.
All right, fantastic, Nathan. Thanks very much. See you guys. Can you imagine getting 400 meg fibre? Oh my God. We're currently on a line right now that gives us about 5 megabit of internet speed. They're getting a 400 megabit fibre line downstairs.
Are we sharing?
That would radically change the productivity in this office.
Oh my God.
I got goosebumps when he said it was a 400 megabit fibre line. It's called the Jerry Maguire talk. It's basically, I'll give you a nutshell. I came back from, I think I was in the US, and I came back from the US after spending some time with some businesses over there, and I just realised that no one was at the standard that they needed. Literally 80% of the team was not playing at the level that they needed to play at. And I just allowed everyone just to kind of perform at that level, and I didn't hold them to a higher standard. And so I literally said, all right, everyone, all hands meeting, pulled everyone in to a meeting, and I was like, guys, I've had enough, that's it. Today, I'm drawing a line in the sand, and you either step up and become an A player, or you step up and you don't work here anymore. I'm going to give you guys the next few days to think about it, but if you decide that this is not for you, just come and knock on my door. There'll be no hard feelings. I'll give you a reference. But if you do not make the decision, I will make it for you. You either step up or you step off. It's completely up to you, but there will be no more. It was basically like Jerry Maguire holding the fish like, who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? And then the last time I did that was in November last year when we had some team members that weren't performing, where I basically said, we're having B player mentality creep into the business and it just doesn't belong here. You either step up and become an A player or you step off, and I will give everyone, I think I offered them 4 weeks pay plus their notice period if they decided they didn't want to be here anymore. So I offered people money to leave, and it was directed at 2 people. One of the people that it was directed at, they left, like resigned immediately, and the other person, they stepped up. It works every time, every time. You know, hindsight's a beautiful thing. And who's ever had something really bad happen, only 6 to 12 months, 2 years later, you look back and you go, oh, you know what? If it wasn't for that thing, I wouldn't be here. I'm so grateful for it. Who's had that, right? Imagine doing that in the moment.